Welcome back to Dirt to Daytona. Folks, today is the day we take on the Daytona 500 for the very first time. I wanted to start here. Going to do this, and we're going to go back to a very long race with full damage. Well, we already had full damage, and 3 times wear. That should help us with the, obviously, the 3 times wear with the change in the distance of the race. After further evaluation, I didn't even want to run the Daytona 500 because I didn't know how I was going to be able to edit that down into a 30-minute video if I ran it as an endurance race. It's just, without taking content away from you, I wasn't going to be able to do it. So, here we are. You watched the video yesterday. You may have commented as I asked you to do. Not that I didn't listen if your comment wasn't to reduce the length of the races. It's that I had already made the decision. If enough people were to say they want the length back, I'll change it, but you're going to get a lot longer videos because it's just short of cutting scenes out. That's how it's going to go. Anyway, though, let's take a look at what we're going to spend our $2.5 million on. Now, I did look in here already to kind of get an idea. We've got some options. We can max out the engine. Okay, we'd still have about $80,000. 79, 78, 3. You get what I'm saying. Suspension. We could max out the suspension and have half of our money left. We could max out our aero and our suspension and have $16,000 left, which gives us nothing for our pit workers or anything like that. So if we do poorly and lose money on a race, we get screwed. Exhaust. We could max out the exhaust and have plenty of money to max out something else and still have money to pay our workers. Like, oh yeah, probably gonna do that. No, we're not. Gonna go up to the engine and take a look. That's a $500,000 difference. We are going to buy this because we need speed of some sort. We are then going to buy this one because it's also going to help us with our durability of our body. It's going to leave us with $300,000. Should be enough to exist in this league, I hope. Or I just made a terrible mistake. But we have to live with it now. In the Cup Series, this says we're under contract with all these people, so I guess we just retain what we have. I don't understand this. I thought this was the Truck Series only, but I guess you just get the pit and everybody crew right from the start. So here we are with all that good stuff. Big reason why we're still running the Truck Series is because if I screw up in these races, we wouldn't be able to race the next race if we didn't have any money. We're going to take a quick look at the next 3 races before we race the next truck race, which actually we have 4 races before we race the next truck race. So we need to do well enough to keep the money that we have in the bank there. So we have obviously Daytona. I knew that. That was dumb. North Carolina Speedway. I actually really remember liking this track. Short track. Las Vegas. Okay. And then Atlanta, which a 1.5 mile track, and that'll be fun as well. And then we're going to race Martinsville. So you get 4 episodes in a row of Cup races before we even touch the Truck Series again. We need to do well enough at these races. Good news is a lot of money to be given out, even if you're not doing fantastic. So we have an opportunity to just do well enough out here. Keep the car clean, at least in this track. Hopefully we'll be able to keep the car clean and come out with some money so that it just kind of gives us that buffer. Having said that, we're going to get out there and we're going to do some stuff. Actually, hold on. All right, I had actually considered going back and spending $300,000 on like tier 2 or tier 3 exhaust upgrade. Give us just that little bit more speed. But it would have literally left us with like 16 grand or 6 grand in the bank or something. I'm not ruining this series over that. So we're going to go ahead and just get out here, do a little bit of practice. Haven't been in the Cup car since I did the other series over a year ago. So I got to get used to that again. See what we have. We'll see you at qualifying. First time you'll see the car. Oh yeah, it's not looking good for us. It's not looking good for us at all. We never got close to 47. All right, time to qualify.
Go.
As we sputter out, almost stall it to begin. Here we go. Take a look at your 199 Chevy Camaro Polaris sponsor. It's the only sponsor on the car right now, as you have starting when you do this. You won't see anything but the back end until after the qualifying lap, but give you an idea as you see those taillights that we definitely aren't racing the 2001-2002 Cup Series just like we did with the trucks, making the difference. Funny how we came out in the last race and just in the truck race and showed that we're the best truck driver, but starting a Cup team, bottom out. Here goes our first qualifying lap. You know I like to do it. Safe lap. Kind of keep in the middle-ish. Not a lot of grip for us, which is great to know. Considering we're at Daytona, grip should... I did do the suspension upgrades, so there was that, but I couldn't afford the aero. If we do well here, we might be able to get the aero upgrade. That should help us a bit, I think. It helps with the grip. We'll have to see how we end up on this first lap. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. Yeah, no, 49 seconds. That is not any kind of a good lap there. So yeah, we'll hold tight. As tight as we can down here. I'm a little iffy about doing it just because I don't want to touch the apron and wreck any kind of a qualifying effort, but I don't even know what to do here. I don't know why we're so slow, but I have a feeling that this might be as uneventful as the other race was, but in the opposite direction. As tight as I was willing to go, obviously without wrecking us on the apron. 48.9, yeah. All the other trucks so far have been in the 47 area. Yeah, we are last place by over a second. That's not good. And I don't know what to do about that because we have a decent engine. I don't know what to do about that. I guess that's just how it's going to be. So, yeah, that sucks.
Welcome to the Sunshine State and the birthplace of NASCAR, Daytona Beach, Florida. Since 1959, a driver's career can be made or broken at Daytona International Speedway. The 2.5-mile tri-oval has served as a proving ground for some of the greatest names in racing. 31 degrees of banking in the turns and incredible speeds on the straightaways have led to the inclusion of restrictor plates here. Aerodynamic drafting has become a must-have skill in order to stay with the pack and master Daytona.
All right, here are the paint jobs. Oh, very few of them are the same that they were in my first series. Some are. They were all modified a little bit for the most parts. We've got a couple Dodges out there. I thought it'd be fun. Try to figure that out, so I did. Obviously, the Camaro, the Mustang, and the Yodas. As you'll see right here. Of course, this is the beginning of your triple-digit trucks entering in as well, which will be a lot more random as far as the sponsors go. And I was just thinking we're gonna go all the way through this so that you can see our car in one moment here. Well, maybe not a moment, actually. We've got a little ways to go. Here's the problem. By the way, I spent a lot of time trying to figure out... There's our Polaris 199. I spent a lot of time trying to figure this thing out. I still didn't. I really did not.
There's the green flag. Car high.
I don't know if the race itself is about to be different, because this is not how it was at all in practice. Holy crap. We got just absolutely toasted in practice. There was no keeping up with anybody, so that was interesting.
All clear.
Even that start being that way was interesting. I'm gonna focus, I guess, for a minute. I literally thought we were just gonna get blown away. So I'm gonna drive. Oh, here they go. Right? Maybe? Yeah, here we go.
Car high.
I want to get up on Ferris and see if I can grab him and pull up it with better draft instead of being pushed.
Car low.
49 laps to go. Yeah, well, I think we're able to pull up to him, actually. Maybe not. We go into the corner, and we're just losing speed. I mean, of course, so are they, but are we losing the same amount of speed that they are? 17 laps on the tank. Let's see what we have going on here. Got a car running up high up there. Dip in behind Howard here. I mean, at the very least, I'd like to not lose the pack, but honestly, a last place finish seems to be maybe a likelihood. I don't really know. I mean, definitely the draft matters more here for us at this point than it did in the trucks. I'm able to push Howard up a little bit here into Ferris. I mean, if I can stay with him, that'd be great, but I don't know if I can because we go in the corners and I scrub off so much speed.
Still there.
Because I didn't buy that aero package that I probably should have. I was just checking to see if we were going to overheat at all. We're not. And it doesn't matter because we're about to lose the pack and just sit back here and ride around. Looks like the race length is the same as the trucks when I dropped the race length down for the cup cars. So that's good to know because I'd rather give you the longer cup race or the same amount of laps in the cup races as I was in the truck races. And the truck races will be a little quicker, which is okay because we're obviously very competitive in that series. I would love to not finish last place here by passing somebody, but I don't know if I just don't think we have it. I don't think we have what it takes to get to anybody and pass them. This would be our only chance if we can pull pull Howard and get in front of Ferris, which would be kind of cool. As you can tell, everyone's kind of running close to each other right now, which is nice. Maybe I should have worked the aero package so that we could have had a shot at doing something with these other cars, but actually I think I'm pulling up on Howard again, which is good as we drive away from Ferris. Ferris is not in the draft at all, so that's definitely not going to help him. Howard appears to be faster than Wood. That's John Wood coming up from the truck series as well. He's driving the number 121 classic Mountain Dew paint scheme. Fear not. I promise you that not all the races in the first season will be like this, but this is an all-out power race, and we just don't have the power to do it. Of course, now Ferris is going to pull on us in our draft, but we need him to try to catch the people in front of us, so we're going to ride his line, I guess. It's not pretty, but I'm okay with it because I know this is our first cup race, period. Like, we didn't max anything out. We didn't get a bunch of upgrades. We got enough, but that part's a little disappointing because we had a season, almost a whole season, where we were just up saving money. We won a championship. We got the bonuses. You know, we did all that. So I am a little bit disappointed by the fact that the upgrades we put on the car have not made us in the slightest bit competitive. But we'll run it out. We'll try to keep this 199 Chevy Camaro clean.
Car high.
And, we'll try to do whatever we can to just make any amount of money. I don't know what you make for finishing last, but I have a feeling we're going to find out. Just going to try to draft with him And yeah, we've got 12 laps left in the tank, so we're going to go ahead and speed this up. Ironically, the triple wear gives us the same amount of laps as the double wear did for the trucks. So not much changing there. We'll be back with you when we pit. I'd love to see some cars have some misfortune so that we're able to do some good racing. We've got a smoker on the track, Bobby Hamilton. Looks like we will not finish last. All right, 3 laps left in the tank. Mark Martin coming off of pit road had to make an early stop for some reason. We will pit this time around. Tire wear, big thing for us is every time I make a mistake like I just did right there and have to really pull down on the track, it really wears the tires quickly. Of course, that's at 3X tire wear, so gonna have to pay attention to that. That seems less than enjoyable. I lied. I'm gonna actually bring it around one more time. I'm gonna bring it around one more time, because we should easily get past the mark. Looks really nice when we pass a bunch of cars, but it's not what you think. And even doing that, only half the pack had pit the first time, or that lap, so we're only at midway midway through the pack. Pretty funny. I didn't, it says that our pit crew and everyone are under contract, but they were like the highest ones. So that's interesting. Oh, of course. Of course we're going to start to sputter. Why wouldn't we start to sputter? Jeez. Okay. Oh. We're getting off here anyway, so no big deal.
You're low on fuel.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, we're gonna pit. We're going to put more tape on and see if we can get any kind of speed, extra speed out of the car, I guess. Let's see how this pit stop works, actually. Hopefully they're fast. It's a great pit stop. Back out on track quick. 19 laps left in the tank. Try to be more cautious with the tires. Ricky Rudd, a lap down, puts us into 42nd, and the caution flies. Wish that caution had flown just before that, but we wouldn't have had anybody gap by a lap on Daytona anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll bring this one around. I bet Ricky Rudd is the reason for the caution. I'm just going to judge that based on the fact that he wasn't a lap down, and now he is a lap down. Not a very exciting race, but root for the little guy who could here. We aren't... Oh, is it Mike Skinner, actually? We just got to get whatever we can out of this, and we got to keep the car clean. Those are the 2 goals today. Keep the car clean. We'll see you, well, after the caution. Pace car's off.
The race is going green.
Elliott Sadler's behind us. We're going to go ahead and somehow jump up in front of a couple other cars here.
Still there. Car high.
Kind of funny. Oh, just one. Really? And Elliott Sadler's going to do what he does.
You're all clear.
Soon. Soon.
Car high.
Cautions suck. They certainly take forever to get done on this track. So, you know, I had time to watch a movie and relax for a while and get back into all the focus.
Still there. Car high.
There they go. Getting that. It's not a speed burst at all. It's just them getting up to speed.
Car low.
Oh, I went high, and I'm not going to force myself down the track because otherwise I'll absolutely toast my tires. There we go. All right, well, you know, we're going to hold with them as long as we can, but we're doing exactly what we need to do. Keeping the car clean, letting the cars that have trouble end up, obviously, we pass them because they are on pit road. So, looks like we got a car in the wall up there. I don't know if they really hit the wall or if they were just riding the high line, but I had to go ahead and run this part out. Hopefully we get some more action more towards the end of the race. I think I remember this happening when I ran it the first time in my first series, but then the next race was normal. So I'm going to go ahead and live on that hope that the next race, the upgrades we put on the car for this race, well, it wasn't for this race, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe the upgrades don't take effect until the next race. I don't know. I'm making stuff up because I'm really hopeful that this isn't the case for us because, you know, it's not a lot of fun. It's fine. I'm excited to be here. You guys excited that I'm here? Yes, you are. I know you're excited. So I'm going to run it out. We'll be back. We are going to pit not this time around, but the next time around. We should still have 2 in the tank, so we shouldn't be sputtering to the line this time. We passed another car. Hopefully that was because they broke down and not because they just pit a lap early. Now we're going to possibly pass a number of cars because they all pit this lap. We are absolutely pitting this time round. We learned last time that even though it says 1 lap to go on the estimated fuel, we did not have 1 lap to go. So just we'll roll on around these next 2 turns, bring it down pit road for the final time of the race, hopefully, and put ourselves in a position to finish in the top 40. Now I understand why also it said that the goal for the season is to finish 35th in the standings. Certainly going to be a whole thing.
You're low on fuel.
Certainly going to be a whole thing.
Slow down.
Good. We're good. I pushed it because I wanted to push it, folks. And we did a good job that time. I felt like that was our best time ever. Getting onto pit road. Didn't spin out. Downshifted properly so we could slow down faster. Got onto pit road clean. Get a nice quick pit stop from our all-star crew from the truck series. That's nice. Then head back out. There you have it. Back into 39th place, which is okay. It's like the leaders just pit right behind me, so that's good to get me out of their way and not having to worry about... Yeah, Justice is down 2 laps now. Not having to worry about them lapping me potentially. I don't think we're that bad to get lapped, but you never know. Really, you never know. So what we got left, not that. This one. 15 laps to go. Plenty of fuel packed into that Polaris 199 Chevy. Come here. Finish out this here Daytona race. We have not achieved what we need to achieve, though. No. The achievement is, yeah, that's right, you guessed it. It's us getting the victory. So we're going to go ahead and drive around a bunch and come back with 3 to go because there's nothing going on. But, you know, we'll turn what would normally be like 10 minutes into about 2.5 minutes with a good song. All right, we've got 3 laps to go for us.
Still there.
I am not really. It must be that we're in the draft that we're somehow keeping up with Junior. I don't really want to. I'm trying to keep the car clean, not trying to get into a bumping around right here at the end of the race. Obviously, we got lapped by a number of other cars. We've done our best not to be in their way. And I'm playing the rear view mirror game, watching if they're going to be like Kenseth there, high on the track, but looks like he's running high middle. So we'll run the low side. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Ah.
Carlo.
Oh, my goodness,
There's
please.
a spin in turn 4.
Let's keep the car clean. Let's keep the car clean. 2 to go. 2 laps to go, and we toasted the car. Unbelievable. Well, that's good. That is amazing. That sucks. All right, well, you know, now there's going to be a lot of costs in the damages, so I'm sure we're not going to make any money on this race now. Boy, does that suck. Boy, does that suck. I mean, we got money in the bank. We got money in the bank for this exact type of situation. Doesn't make it suck any less, though. There it was. Boom, right into the wall. We were on the brakes pretty hard.
Last lap.
I mean, we were on the brakes pretty hard after the accident started.
Carlo.
There's the end of the race. So we've got out of everyone's way except for the guy from Wisconsin, from the guy from my state, and we wipe him out. Sorry about that, Matt. Big fan, brother. Oh yeah. Well, we'll pick this car up and never look at it again after this race. We'll have a freshie for the next race in North Carolina. We do finish in the top 40.
Next time.
You know, Doesn't sound like it's a lot, but it is. Winner of the Daytona 500, Kurt Busch. Coming in second place, Ward Burton. Third, Terry Labonte. Fourth, Mark Martin. And fifth place, Sterling Marlin. We did finish 39th. Only reason why is because all the other cars had gone ahead and got damaged. And then, unfortunately for Matt Kenseth, got around us while we were talking, and we did him dirty, and he finished 38th. Moment of truth. Did we make any money on the race? Hey, we made a little bit of money. That's good. It's nice. Racing is back in a big way this season, proven by the record crowd of enthusiastic fans at Daytona who showed up to watch Kurt Busch master the track and capture the checkered flag. We finished 39th. Obviously, we are 39th in the standings. But we end up with a sponsor, so that'll be on the car for the next race, and that next race is going to be at North Carolina Speedway. I remember liking this track, so I look forward to that, and I hope you do too, because folks, that is going to do it for this episode. It was, it wasn't what we expected. A lot of hype. Really bad car. We did almost everything we said we were going to, but we couldn't last the whole 50 laps without screwing up someone else's race as well. We'll do better next time. Or not. Who knows? Anyway, I do want to take a moment, as I always do, but thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I certainly do appreciate you and the support that you've given me. We are over 60 subscribers now. When we started, well, we were at 0, but I mean, it's been growing steadily, and I really appreciate it. Anyway, though, until next time, and as always, you take care.